Hey, welcome back, everybody. Music with Todd, Ledbetter. Super glad you're here, and we're back with some Ween. I've got to check some more Ween out. So, I was looking on Spotify, and I was going through their top 10 songs just to see, uh, you know, what the plays look like, how many, what their biggest songs. And I went down to towards the bottom. I think number 9 was Voodoo Lady, and I clicked on it, and lo and behold, I've heard that song. I love that song. That is such a funky, cool song. Voodoo Lady. I was like, that's Ween? Okay. Well, I know one of their songs. This is incredible. That is a really, really cool song. So I thought, well, I don't know what I thought. I started kind of just poking around, digging at the at videos, and then I saw that they have this video of a live video in Japan in 2000, and it's the song Voodoo Lady and Dr. Rock. I don't know what Dr. Rock is, but it's 11 minutes. So it's like, okay, that's a good amount of music to kind of check out. So 2 songs, and Voodoo Lady I've heard of, and I want to see him play it live. I've got to see them play this live. So that's what we're going to do right now. So Voodoo Lady and Dr. Rock is what's up, and it's a live version from 2000. So that's quite a long time ago, 22 years ago. I didn't realize that song was that old. Really? That song is that old? Oh my goodness, that doesn't sound right. All right, here we go. And of course, they're going to do something different with it and special. Probably not going to sound like what the record sounds like. Like, I don't recognize this at all.
Messing me up with your voodoo. You drive me crazy with that boogie, 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 boogie. You drive me crazy with that boogie, boogie, boogie. Your lips are hot and spicy, serving up red beans and rice, yeah. Midnight, she's a holler and stomping, making love to the gators and swamping now. You drive me crazy with that boogie, 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 boogie. You drive me crazy with that boogie, boogie, boogie. I feel it now inside me. Never once did you deny me. Doing that stuff that you do. I'm not gonna be out with your voodoo. You drive me crazy with that boogie, 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 boogie. You drive me crazy with that boogie, boogie, boogie. Voodoo lady, shaking that stick, driving me crazy. Voodoo lady. for juju. Messing me up with your voodoo. You drive me crazy with that boogie, 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 boogie. You drive me crazy with that boogie, boogie, boogie. One, two, three, four. Articulating all the feelings that I have for you. Dr. Rock! Let me out for I need to share. Dr. Rock! Photogenic fun and get your mammy. There's no denying all you've been supplying. This is slobbering for the flesh. Dr. Rock! Come quickly to see the scene. Dr. Rock! Got everything that you need. Don't conceal your tragic flaw. Give the doctor a call. Dr. Rock! Come quickly to see the scene. Dr. Rock! Got everything that you need. You're the apple of my eye. Throw some aid out for good time. Dr. Rock! Save the soul from the bottomless pit. Dr. Rock! See what you can make of it. You like the suffocating of a small crustacean as you have your way to the truth. Dr. Rock! Spawning a salmon by an engine eye. Dr. Rock! Don't know the while that you're going to die. You're tired imaginating and articulating all the feelings that I have for you. Dr. Rock! Let me out for I need to share. Dr. Rock! For the jelly when I get your mammy. Dr. Rock! Dr. Rock! Dr. Rock! Dr. Rock! You like it? Break! Dr. Rock! Thank you, Fuji!
Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Let me get it. Oh, that was awesome. Wow. Okay. So, discovering Ween, who knew I already knew a song of theirs? I did not know. I love that Voodoo Lady song. That was fun to see it live. It was pretty interesting. It sounds a lot different in the studio version, but it was fun to watch him play it live. And that whole like breakdown solo thing, the guitar player. Okay, I like them all. Let me just say, I like each one of the players individually. The keyboard player, they barely flashed him, and he does have a few things, and I'm not sure if he's part of the band or just helping out or what, an extra, or or if he's part of the band. But the drummer, the singer, the guitar player, and the bass player, they're all great. And the drummer, let me just start with the drummer, because I know I started with the guitar player, but let me just say that drummer is fabulous. He is so good, man. Really, really good. And he's fun to watch too. And I like those kind of drummers that are up there and you can see him real well, and they're playing and they're just all over the place, and he's singing. He's just like really, really, really a cool drummer. Driving the songs, just being part of the beat and the melody and just part of the musicality of the song, just so good. And then when they broke down into that lead, that solo part, so funny how he's leaning way over. He's playing well, really low to the ground. What an interesting guitar player that guy is. He is super interesting to me. His style is just, it's unique to him, I think. Really, he's one of those guitar players that just has his own thing going on. And then he started playing that wah, or not the wah, but the voice box deal, and it was cool. He was doing all his own thing, and us old timers, we always relate that to like Rocky Mountain Way or Peter Frampton. Do you feel? And he actually started playing sort of like a Mixolydian like scale or something like that. That's real common with Peter. I just said his name. Why am I Frampton? And he played it for like a couple bars. I was like, oh, okay, I see. It sounded like he was sort of throwing a little tribute out that way, with the voice box thing to me. But the rest of it was just like his own thing going on, and it's so cool. It was so cool the way he was just utilizing that in the wah. Just so neat to see an original guitar player. And then that whole lead, that bass player was playing that same lick over and over and over and over. It was a pretty fast. It was a pretty quick moving, line. And being a bass player and doing those things repetitively, it's not easy to do. Just to not make a mistake and just keep playing that line with various sensitivities. He's totally playing to the song, so he's playing the same speed, the same notes, but at a low volume, and in a medium volume, then a real punchy volume, and he's just in a flow. That's what I want to say. It's like when you're a bass player, when you're playing a line like that's just repetitive over and over, but fast. I mean, you get into a flow and you're just like zenning out to that whole thing. So you don't make a mistake, because one mistake, everyone's going to hear it. You can't you cannot mess up and not be noticed. Whereas like a guitar player can hit like a wrong note a little bit and then he can bend into the right one, or he can, whatever, and play it 5 times just to make you think, I meant to do that or whatever. But not that way with a bass player. And, so he was just like zenning out, and he was having fun too. He was like moving around, dancing around, but he really had a lot of dynamic, during that solo had lots of dynamic in it, up and down, quiet, loud, so man, really, really good. All of them. The singer, so fun to watch him, he's just like right in there. He's just kind of an unusual guy, and almost like he should be part of AC/DC, kind of a smaller guy. And anyways, just fascinating to me, super fascinating. And I'm really excited about it because I really do like that Voodoo Lady song. And I did not know that song was that old, because I only just only recently, I feel like within the last, maybe I heard it 5 years ago or 4 years ago, and then I'd hear it again, but I wouldn't hear it like a lot in repetition, but then at work, all of a sudden it would come on. When I was working my old job, like after hours, we'd play music we wanted to hear or stations we wanted to hear. And so that song would come on and I was like, that's always a cool song, man. So mostly I've heard it like in the last couple of years, a few times, but really, really like it. It was so fun to watch them play it live. And then that Dr. Rock, that's just so funny. They're just rocking out and they just call the song Dr. Rock. It's just hilarious to me, But I bet that is a fun show to go see these guys play, and with all their different styles of music, but just each one of them unique as a musician, and it comes together, and very interesting stuff. I really like that guitar player though, really a lot. He's really, really good. He's captured my attention. He's captured just my interest and my imagination, what he's capable of, and what more do I get to hear from him. Very, very fun. All right, guys. Well, thanks for, those of you that are probably here already know Ween. So hope you enjoyed my reaction to it. I really like that song, and I'm beginning to really like Ween a lot. Considering where I came from, that very first song last week that I heard was just ridiculous. And I was like, I don't get it. I don't like it. I was just like that blunt. I'd never been so blunt about a song before that I've done in a negative way. And just the, but I knew in the back of my head. And then as soon as somebody said it, I was like, I knew it. Dang it. I should have said something. And so I started delving into it a little bit. And this is where we are. And I am becoming a fan. It's the most dramatic, turn since Riverside, probably, because the first few songs of Riverside, it wasn't meshing with what I was listening to at the time. For some reason, the songs I heard until I got into it, like 5, 6 songs, and I started going, each song keeps getting better. This is great. So this has been the biggest turnaround since Riverside, I would say. Yeah. So super fun and shocking to me. Just shocking that I would be so like bamboozled by the first song I heard and just tricked completely. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. You know where to recommend songs down in the comments. Also over on Ko-Fi and Patreon if you want to help out the channel. I do appreciate you guys that subscribe. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. We're having a great time here. Everybody's super cool, and then when you get a jerk that makes a comment once in a while, I just be a jerk back, kind of like, and then if they be a jerk again, then they're just gone. So that's just the way it is. But I hardly ever get that. I said that, how nice you guys are. It's so nice. And then all of a sudden I got couple of jerks this week. I don't know. Just, it's like sometimes when I listen to a song, like I think, let me just say real quick, the song, John, I'm only dancing by, David Bowie. I didn't know when I went to listen to it and do a review that I'd heard that song before. I had no idea because I didn't recognize the title at all. That's a weird title. I did not notice it. And then when it comes to that part, John, I'm only dancing. So I never knew what that first word was, John. I never knew what that word was. And so I never, correlated the song that I'd heard in passing, not listening to it, just in passing, a little section, that one section I talked about the bass part. So anyways, I can't remember what I was saying. So sometimes that happens where, I think that's what I'm saying, is that I don't know a song well enough to actually know the title, but I've heard it before somewhere in the past, but never really listened to it. And, studied it and got all the elements, especially in earphones. That just wasn't a song that ever happened to me with. I was always out in the ether, at a grocery store or on the radio at the beach or, just weird places at a party or something. Never really paid attention to it because I'm not a David Bowie fan. I never was. But I am now. I have to say that I definitely missed the boat on that. But that's the thing with this channel, is that all this music that we're listening to, I missed the boat on. So now I get to experience. So, hey, and it's so much better than like new music that's coming out these days to me. I just can't hardly get into a lot of the like the popular radio hits and stuff like that. There is some good music that's coming out for sure. But it's just not what's like the top Billboard stuff a lot of the time.